So it's been a while since I've had an interview. I worked at my old workplace for a couple of years, and with everything as it is, I felt like it was time to change it up a bit and look for somewhere else. After 3 years of being rejected and not getting anywhere, I spotted a position in a art gallery as a sales assistant, which is what I do. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm more of a simple art girly. I enjoy cartoons, anime, bright colored illustrations, things like that. But I wanted to give it a try. I may not know a lot about the classics, but I am very passionate about anything art related. I applied for the position and heard back from the interviewer the next day, asking if I could come into the city to attend an interview. Of course I agreed and asked what time I should arrive. The interviewer asked if I could arrive at the gallery at 7:30 a.m. Is there a reason why it's so early in the morning? Oh, it's so customers don't interfere with the interview. Alright, seems reasonable. And to make sure that the employees don't meet you. At first, it seems like a red flag, but I haven't had an interview in a long time. This is the furthest I have gotten with any of my applications, so I agreed to the appointed time. Wake up the next day at 5 a.m., grab my CV and any other important documents, and head to the city. When I arrive, I'm half an hour early. While I'm waiting, I enjoy the view of the city, waking up, people starting their commute to work or school, the sun rising into the sky, and birds slowly waking up. I turn around and notice an old man with glasses standing at the door and glaring at me. Are you TK? Yes, sir, it's nice to meet. I don't even get to finish my greeting as he turns away and walks off. I follow him to the basement and sit opposite him. We sit in silence. He's counting greeting cards and not even looking at me. Do you have any experience with art apart from drawing? No, sir. What do you think of these sculptures? I answered this question as honestly as I could. I think the artists who create these pieces of art are very talented. I understand the patience and skills they must have to create such beautiful pieces of art. Do you want to know what he said? Flattery won't get you anywhere. Then what the hell was I supposed to say then? I understand that you're an animator. Yes, sir, that's right. I have a lot of respect for animators, but you don't know anything about physical art. Excuse me, but what do you mean by physical art? Are you saying that paintings aren't physical art, cell animation, stop motion animation? What in God's name do you mean by physical art? So this old man shows me the cards he's been fumbling with this whole time and brags about how they're from a local artist. But at this point I'm thinking, I'm not getting this job, am I? He doesn't ask to see my CV and drags me around his gallery all while asking questions that are not really interview questions. Do you and your family do any creative activities? Like what? Fast blowing, metalwork, woodwork, jewelry making? No, sir. Of course not. Yes, sir. My dad wakes up at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning and makes his family go to ceramic classes. That's 3 hours away. Oh, me and my brother are so sad that they took us to dinosaur parks instead of glass blowing. What a shame. We're in this room full of metal pieces, and he asked me to look at whatever inspires me, okay? I notice a set of chalices and point out they're very eye-catching. Yes, very good. Do you know what metal it is? I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember anything from high school, and the only metal I remember is sterling silver. So after staring into the void for 5 minutes and questioning why God chose the silliest soldier to be his strongest soldier, I respond, I'm not too sure. Silver? It's aluminium. Eventually, the tour stops, and he's leading me back to the basement to collect my things. After grabbing my things, we start heading back up the stairs when I hear the front door open and someone shouting, "Hello!" First, I thought it was a customer, but after the old man responded back, I realized it must be an employee. As I was thinking, should I say hello? The old man is staring at me as if telling me not to say anything. Once the ghost of the last employee leaves, the old man is leading me to the front of the store, continuously moving things around and organizing the store. As he's fixing the back of the window display, he's telling me that he's moved things around the store, hoping that I would move things into their right space. After looking at the price tags for a lot of the stuff in the gallery, of course I'm not touching that unless I want to pay with my left kidney. He then proceeds to tell me that the displays need to help the items tell their story and to make it eye-catching for the customers to understand. The customers don't care about that. They won't even know there's a story behind the art pieces. They'll just think it looks nice in their front room and if it'll match their aesthetics. You have to keep things tidy, price the pieces at the right amount, display them in a way customers can see them, things you'll have trouble doing. Oh, I do a lot of those roles in my current workplace, so I'm able to adapt to this environment easily. Yes, but you don't know anything about physical art. Well, I can learn while I work here. I'm 70 and you're 25. I don't have the time to teach you everything that you should know. At this point, I've clocked out. I'm not bothered by a lot of things. I'm a very easy, laid back individual, but this statement, I don't really understand what age has to do with anything. He then proceeds to mention that he was involved in a war and that he was in an explosion. I'm not making this up. What war, sir? I know it's most likely the Falkland Wars, but was it really necessary to say that during an interview? Like, that sucks, my guy. But why are you telling me? It's finally the end of this old man's flexing. Just as I'm about to leave, I turn around and I hold out my hand. Thank you for your time and for showing me your collection. I'll let you know what I've decided to do. He shakes my hand, asks me to wait for a minute, then comes back with a wad of leaflets about his gallery and asks me to put them out at my workplace. I have a theory that he just wanted to show off to someone, which makes me think, why waste my time and your time with this interview if you knew you weren't going to hire me? Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'm just going to stop applying for jobs for a while and just stare at a wall.